I want to go to Chicago right now. The former president, Barack Obama, is speaking. Let's listen in.
We said, yes, we can. And that night we said, yes, we did. Look, we didn't know exactly what challenges would come when we began that journey together, but here's what we knew. We knew we could get through those challenges the same way that this nation at its best always has, with that unconquerable American spirit that says we're in this together, that we rise or fall as one nation. As one people. Now, a lot has happened since then. And as I've been traveling around the country, I know that there are people who sometimes think, is that still there? Is that spirit still with us? Is it still true? And I am here to report to you today that remains the abiding spirit of the American people. Yeah. Goodness and decency is still out there. Kindness is still out there. Generosity is still out there. Hope is still out there. We just have to stand up and speak for it. And in 2 days, Illinois, in 2 days, you get to vote in what might be the most important election of our lifetimes, maybe more important than 2008. Because America's at a crossroads right now. There is a contest of ideas going on right now about who we are and what kind of country we are going to be. Health care for millions is on the ballot. A fair shake for working families is on the ballot. And most importantly, the character of our nation is on the ballot. And we've been at crossroads like this before. Throughout our history, there's been a contest of ideas. And the good news is that historically we have made the right choice, chosen our better selves. Sometimes it's taken a little longer than it should have. But eventually, we abolished slavery. We overcame a Great Depression. Eventually, women won the right to vote, and workers won the right to organize. And we had workers' rights and women's rights and civil rights and LGBT rights and immigrants' rights. But you know what? All that stuff, all those choices that broadened the scope of our Constitution to include all people, not just some. That didn't happen because we all just sat there and waited for it to happen. It didn't happen just because a bunch of politicians said, you know what, I decree that good things shall happen. It happened because ordinary people did extraordinary things. It happened because some housekeeper was cleaning up after somebody else and doing somebody else's laundry and looking after somebody else's child, decided, you know what, I'm going to walk instead of ride the bus until I get rights. It happened because some coal miner somewhere said, you know, I'm tired of seeing all my friends die because there aren't any safety regulations. I'm gonna take the risk to go out there and organize a movement for change. It happened because some gay man said, you know what, I'm tired of being in the closet. I'm going to go ahead and be myself so that people know that I'm worth something. I've got dignity too. The point is, it didn't happen because folks sat around on the couch. It happened because we mobilized and organized and voted. And in the closing weeks of this election, of course, we have seen repeated attempts to divide us, not bring us together. Rhetoric designed to turn us on each other. This is a very old playbook. It's the playbook that's been running often in U.S. history and world history. It's a playbook where the privileged want to protect their power, so they'll say whatever they can to protect their power. They'll do whatever they can to preserve their privileges, even if it hurts the country, even if it puts people at risk. Except when you vote Illinois, you can reject that kind of politics. When you participate in the political process, you can be a check on bad behavior. When you vote Illinois, you can choose hope over fear. When you vote, you can choose a bigger, more prosperous, more generous vision of America where all of us, whatever we look like, whoever we love, however we choose to pray, whatever your last name is, however your ancestors came to these shores, you are part of the process of shaping the course of this country.